Good morning. I'm so sorry I'm late today. Yo, lamaphoyisa enu la eJoburg asenzele inkinga endleleni. And I just refused today to have the session in the car. I just said as in I don't like it. I'd rather be late. I don't enjoy my sessions doing. So good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'm sorry once again that I am late. I just said namhlanje azithini. We left very early, and then there they are. There they are once again. But thank you so much for your patience and for joining the session. And as we say, welcome back to yet another day to rise again. Niyaphila ekuseni? Guys, aningitsheleni nina nihlalaphi niphilaphi ye? Angihlangani nani anywhere. Why? Nikuphi? Nihlala kwa-TikTok? Good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for the rose ice cream as panopopile. Sanbonani. It's so good to be back. Let's see, who do we have here? Good morning, Khadi. Khadi Ekolo. Good morning, Tuli. Good morning, Mam Lorraine. Zakani, good morning. Pamela, good morning, Mam Pam. Good morning, Mam Rabbit, the one and the only. Good morning, Zoda Mokato. Good morning, Zendi. Hey, ntanga uvelaphi kodwa? Hey, yazi into enizenzayo. Lolo, good morning. Mpumi, uyaphila? Mbali, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Kungo, good morning. Google Eats. We have Prophet Mbeji Sana. Good morning. Who else do we have here? Let me see. Thank you so much, guys. I acknowledge all of you and thank you so much for abanye kunini baqalaza going in. Hayibo kanti namhlanje kwenzakalani? Let me restart. Let me reboot this. Yes, kunini ungincisha? Hayi shem. This is your time. Zibonakalise. Ukuthi vele why bongenza so? Yazi nqamisile lokhu ngiyaqalaza. Hayibo kanti namhlanje kwenzakalani? Hi guys. Yeah, I'm sorry man. I leave home very early when I'm traveling nopunje ekuseni. So these traffic officers, they are busy nje doing, their own things. Yeah. And the sad thing this morning, man, we saw an accident. I think that was also another delay. There was an accident and there was an ambulance on the side, and there we saw there was a lady ngaphakathi lapha. It wasn't nice. Not to say kulimala amadoda, but it was so sad. I mean, umama ekuseni emsebenzini, for her family, and the next thing akafiki nokufika emsebenzini, they get injured and all of those things. Yeah. And it looks like, because the area that we passed through, there's a lot of foreign nationals, and it looks like she's a foreign national. So yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. But again, we are where we are, and it is what it is. We can only pray and hope for the best. Noni, uyaphila. Melis, good morning. Nomfundo, sawubona ekuseni. Marika, Pumeza. Right. So guys, ngiyabonga. It's great to be back and to be connecting with you. We are back for yet another day to rise again. And I hope that you are also on the right track in your life, and the issues that you are facing, you are really facing them. You are not giving up. That's Itswana, or is it Betty? Good morning, Rudy Macedo. So they say, eh? Go tlhatlhela morago a se go, something like that. Kodwa ke, yeah, you know, going ukubuyela emuva noma ukuhlehlela emuva kusho ukuthi uyanikezela mhlawumbe usawathatha amandla singazi, you know. So but yeah, we are on the journey. We are on the journey of our 90 days to hashtag relaunching your life, and it's a very it's a very serious journey that we are in. And I hope that, Latifa, good morning. I hope that you are still making sure that you are aligned to the focus, to the purpose, to the goals. Right? So I hope that ngempela you are working on something real. You know, have you ever seen where you are in a crowd? Everybody we are gijima, everybody we are celebrating. Now you are there, but I was really with like celebrate one. What are they? You know. So I really want you. Hello, Siwa. Good morning. I really want to encourage you, Guti. Uzipe is car to give yourself time to really assess, Guti. Am I really clear on my goals? Am I really clear on what I want to do and what I want to achieve? Good morning, Spicy. Uti, moving back home to secure my finances and properly focusing on my business. I love that. I love that. Nteba, good morning. Me and Punji were talking about you this morning. Right? Hey, Ruru Girl, good morning. Right? So I want you to assess yourself, Uti. At this point in time, are you really clear in terms of what your true goals are? And what you really want to do and achieve with your life. Because if you don't have clarity in terms of what you want, no, it is me who's actually 15 minutes late when Renaruru. Right? So, and that assessment is important, guys. That assessment is very important. You need to assess, Uti, am I really clear on my goals? Do I know what I am working on? Or am I just working for the sake of working? Am I just on autopilot mode and I'm just doing what, I'm just doing, right? So you really need, because you need to make sure with amandla akho, your strength, your energy is not going to waste. It is not going to waste. It is very easy for a person to say, I want to. But for example, I want to buy a car, right? You want to buy a car, but you're not working on getting a license, a driving license. It's, there's a disconnect there, and I think this has been one of the prevalent messages this week, that whatever you say you want to do, you must make sure that your words and your actions are aligned, right? Because it's not enough to say. Someone said, talk is cheap. Fadzai. Madziwa, how are you? Talk is cheap. Talk is very cheap. You can say, I want to, but if you're not doing anything that shows what you want to, you're merely just lying to yourself and others, right? And you also need, guys, let me give you this one thing. There's something called, and many of us will talk about it, and very few of us don't have it. Integrity. Being a person of integrity, guys, is very important. Whether you are an employee, whether you are a community member, whether you are a mother, whether you are a father, you are a husband, you are something somewhere, whatever that you are as a person, you need to strive to be a person of integrity. You must strive to be a person of integrity. Ungabi umashaya. Yabasunda abantu banga umashaya. Like you are just nje. Where I come from, they call you a double up. Like you say one thing and you do the other. You do the other, you say another thing. You just don't have, rigidity of character. That's the English. Right? You don't have a solid character. You say something with your words, but your actions are saying the opposite. And guess what? Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. And you'll find that in your journey of life, you might be in a situation where you continually fail, right, to do the right thing. And you forget, Guti, all your actions, they have a ripple effect. Guys, Impilo Siphila is not just about us. There is an ecosystem, right? There is, in business, they say a value chain, all right? So your life is interconnected with other lives. Have you ever thought about that? Your life is interconnected with other lives. It is very, very important for you to be mindful ukuthi wenzani ngempilo yakho. You have to be very, very mindful. You know, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday, day before yesterday, I was listening to a message by the late Dr. Miles Monroe, right? Or is it Monroe? Right, but and he was talking about what it takes for a person who has lost their way to find their way and to find themselves again. But before he got to that, which I didn't get to, there was a part where he was talking about how people lose their way. And he posted a picture in his talk. He posted a picture, and this picture had a man, right? This man was on the rock, and on the rock he was sitting like this. Okay? He was sitting like this, and he was asking the audience, Uthi ulolo, now you have no direction. Exactly. Right? And then so he talks about, so he shows them this picture, and he says to them, what does this picture tell you? What does this picture tell you? What does it mean? Right? And well, people didn't answer. And he said to them, for me, this picture symbolizes or represents the life that I am living. And he says, I am always on my knees and asking God. And he says, I say, Lord, please help me not to disappoint you. And he says, I always say, Lord, help me not to disappoint my wife, not to disappoint my children, not to disappoint the people I'm leading. And he says, because it's easy to fall in this world. It's easy for you to put yourself in a situation that you know is going to trap you, and you still go because you are a person who has no integrity and you are in pursuit of your fleshly desires. Right? You're pursuing your fleshly desires. And sometimes what we do, Tina Singabantu, we always want a scapegoat just to do what we want. And I always say to you, we want valid reasons, right? We want valid reasons. We want things that we can use to hide. Some people, we are not working on ourselves to improve ourselves because we are hiding behind our children. No, I'm doing this. I'm focusing my everything on my children now. But forgetting what if you were to focus on yourself, consequently, the results are going to impact your children positively. Right? We have people who say, you know what, I'm an emotional eater. You know, mankwatile, ngivele ngidle. You know, but it's because uthanda ukudla. It's not indaba yokukwata. Right? No, uthi nje yazi mankwatile, ngivele nje ngifune ebandayo, ngivele ngiyophuza. Uthanda utshwala, akusukuthi ukwatile. You understand? We use many things because you lack integrity with yourself. You are not in tune. You are not one with you. As much as you are the body, the soul, and the spirit, but you are so disconnected. Awuna integrity. Umuntu ongena integrity akana qiniso. You can't even be true to yourself. You say something with your mouth, but you also let yourself down. And think about it. If you find it okay to disappoint yourself and fail yourself and continually live a life where you do things that are opposite to what you're saying, if you're okay with that for you, imagine about someone else who's in your life. Imagine. So it becomes very important for you to work on your integrity. Yega amanga. Yega ukuba a people pleaser. When you want to please people, you are going to lack integrity. Yabona labantu abanamagroupi. Abantu abanamagroupi abanaqiniso. Because sometimes you actually have to either lie to yourself or lie to the group just for you to fit in. Guys, we have older people, adults, who still battle with wanting to fit in, who want to be part of a group. One of the things that helped me when I came to a realization that, you know what, my life needs to change. I had to, Mamela, let me make this example for you. If you want to earn a better salary, right? If you want to earn a better salary, what do? You change the company, isn't it? You change. You must go to a different company where you're going to earn better, right? So if you want to change your life, you must change the company of people you are keeping around you. You really have to. Not because you hate them. There's a lot of people that I grew up with, that we lived with, but the moment I was sure that this is the life I want to live, I walked away. I walked away. And not because I hated them, but I loved me more. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. You understand? I had to walk away slowly but surely. And Mamela, Butiwa, on TikTok, I love that man. He says, Zifundise, teach yourself. Oguti awuko, ukona. Right? You must learn to say, sorry guys, I'm not available. And while you are available, but you're not available for them and what they are doing and what you are doing with them. Manje Tina, see Wi-Fi yasemall, always on. Always on. Mebakufuna ukhona. Always on. When they want to connect with you, you are there. When they want to go there, you are always available for everything and anything. What do you stand for? When you don't have integrity, when you lack integrity, you follow every wind that blows to any direction. At your age, when the girls say, guys, siyale, now we are landing. When the jitters, they say, brur, we are going this way, you are going. We are eating this, you are eating. We are drinking this, you are drinking. Always on Wi-Fi as a mall. And the Emma Wi-Fi as a mall, that time Nangitumuntu is looking at their banking app. They are connecting. So you need to be a person of integrity. You must really try your best. And this is not something impossible. And being a person of integrity doesn't mean that you'll be perfect and have no error. You do have error. You are human. You'll always err now and then. Now and then you will err. But you are intentional about how you show up, who you show up with, and who you show up for. Hey, Noni, I'm a Wi-Fi as a mall. Always on. Mongena Jemol connect Ibambi. Right? So at our age, we cannot live that kind of life. Abangani bako, itingitelen, oh mama, my late mother, one of the things you always said, and I think your mother also told you this. Hlugana na bangani. Hlukero de bangani, right? Hlugana na bangani. Yegani into bangani ni badala. Right? And we are not saying be a lone ranger. You can't live alone. You're not an island, okay? But you cannot be a person who is up and about with friends and you want to be everywhere. You want to just walk poster. You're always on. Auna ne data yako. On hotspot. Oh, you're hotspotiwa. You're following me, guys. So I really want to encourage you on that aspect. Be a person of integrity. Whatever that you say, make sure that you align and you do it. Whatever you promise to your family, make sure that you do it. Whatever that you promise to your employer, to your children, to your community, to whoever is in your space, live up to your word. Guys, your word is very, very, very important. Your word is very, very important. So you really need exactly when Lulu. My age requires less friends at this point. Less friends, less gatherings. We have a lot of things to do. Yeah, so kapelana bangani, guys. Be very, very mindful. The thing is, and there's nothing wrong. Think about it. Labangani bako, these friends of yours, what do you have in common? And I can tell you have a lot in common with them. Good morning, Tabby saying, right? Tell me, what do you have in common with your friends? Let's name these things. Abantu abaningi, what do you have? Utshwala, ukleba, asenzi lutho, siyagroova, ama-groovist. Have you ever realized ukuthi a lot of people who are successful and progressful in life actually don't have a lot of friends? My late grandmother used to say, Tsala yabatalala. A friend hides, ne? Right? What do you have in common with them? Abantu abaningi. And I'm not saying this for the sake of success, but I'm saying this for the quality of life. Mina right now, mina ngidisappointa wonke umuntu for the sake of my family. Ngidisappointa wonke umuntu for the sake of my wife and my kids. I don't care. My mother used to say, hey, makiwe lakiwa khona. You understand? So I put everything aside for the sake of my family. What I promised them, I must make sure that I meet, and I do. Because I must be, when my children look at me, they must be proud of me. Because guys, remember, I said this to you this week. Anything that umntwana is from the age of 5 upwards, it stays with them. So however you are showing up, whatever that you are showing them and doing in front of them, they are likely to do it as they grow. Whether you think, lo ufuza ubabakhe, no, akafuzanga ubabakhe, ufunde kubabakhe, ufunde kumamakhe. Mina indoda ngiyayitshela ngifana nomamami, ufundile awufuzanga. I hope I'm making sense to you. So you really need to make sure that you take care of your integrity. Someone said, listen to this, someone said, if you take care of your character, your reputation will take care of itself. Did you get that? If you take care of your character, your reputation will take care of itself. A lot of people are worried about having a good reputation. You can't have a good reputation with a bad character. You can't. It's not possible. Good morning, red girl. What's okay? Right? You can't have a good reputation with a bad character. But abantu abaningi, they are focused on mfuna. You want people to see you, to know you as. No, just take off your character. It will speak for you. How do you want your wife, your children, your husband, your people to experience you? Take off your character. The experience will happen on its own. It will happen on its own. So you must be intentional about working on your character. If you take care of your character, your reputation will take care of itself. You got that, Ruru? If you take care of your character, your reputation will take care of itself. Don't be worried too much about your reputation. If you're worried about your reputation, you're missing the mark, you're missing the point. The issue is in your character. Askis Noni. It's okay. What you got today, you got it. Send me a WhatsApp. I'll send you the link of this session. Right? So it is very, very important, guys, to work on that. Work on your integrity, your character. and the story of your life will take off itself. Yeah, but, and that is another thing where we battle with a lot of behaviors because you want to fix the behavior without fixing the character. Because Mamela, from a coaching point of view, we always understand that people are not their behaviors. Where does this behavior come from? It comes from a broken character. And what were the situations that brought this character to brokenness? You follow me? So it is very, very important to be mindful. For example, you look at your child, right? There are certain traits and behaviors that they are displaying, and utanda ungatandi, you contributed to that character. That reputation, there's somewhere where you missed it as a parent. You can say, no, but you missed something somewhere, and this is not to blame you for their behavior. Yeah, but that's why there's people who are on ongoing counseling and therapy to go deeper to the root of the character, the breaking of the character. That's why to your children, what you expose to them and what you do to them from the age of 5 upwards, it's going to stay with them, and abanye is going to start manifesting when they are older. Abanye will start manifesting when they are older. So you really need to be very mindful on how and what you do with and in front of your children. You are planting something in there. You know, I remember my father. There was a time I grew up in a family of highly alcoholic parents, right? But my manje sengiyayekuphuza. And I said, but why were you uphuza mbaba? Why you uphuza khulu? We call him Khulu. And he says, no, ngenzela nina. And I said, but wenzela thina kanjani? Ngoba phela kuphuza wena. Ata ngenzela nina. Angifuna ukusasa nibe nobaba oyisiwengu baba nje ungana direction. That's what my father said. You know, and back then I didn't understand it. But as I grew and I was changing my life, I began to understand that concept. Right? And even now at his age, he does mognama occasions, you know, he wants his brandy or whiskey, you know, but it's only at that time. And once he feels tipsy, we're lala. Right? But he had made a conscious decision, I don't want my children to see me like this anymore. Because we saw him and my mother fighting, you know, very, very badly when we were younger. And those memories, they stuck with us. And if we didn't find Christ through my mother, I can promise you now, Wuti, I would have continued with my life of alcoholism as well. I could have been an abuser, beating and kicking my wife. I could have. Because that picture, that movie was playing in my mind in front of me every day. Every day that movie was playing, seeing my father doing that. So now think about it. What are your children seeing from you every day? You know, my wife said something very, very intriguing this week. She said to me, you know, about besifazane, there was something that we were talking about, and she said, oh, about a man who is not providing, ne? And who's not showing up as a man in the house and in the life of the woman and the family. She says, your wife can convert you, ne, in her mind. They can convert you from being their husband to just being ubaba bantwana bam. You understand? But when in your mind you think I'm her husband. But she has shifted. There was a paradigm shift. She shifted something in her mind towards you because of your lack of integrity. Yeah, but because as a man, and I'm not about indoda must, okay? But as a man and a husband, there are certain things that I need to be doing for my family. I need to be doing for my family. There are certain things and decisions that I have to make in consideration and care for my family. Sometimes when singena mali kushoda ini, I need to be the one obonakalayo ukuthi yey ngiyazama manje ngiyakrapa, I'm left, right and center. I want things to work. Instead of being in a situation where there's no money in the house, the man is also not doing anything. The wife is more frustrated than the husband. You understand? With to Africa, same woman acts like stratmate. Right? So and when you don't elevate yourself, your guys, your character is important. Your integrity is important because it translates into your reputation. Right? Even as a woman in your house, your integrity is important. Mawuloku kubona ukuthi mina yazi mangikwatile vele yazi ngiyamtshela vele ngize ngibhodle. Akusukuthi ufuna ukubhodla. Awunanhlonipho nje. You have an issue in your character. Your integrity is questionable. You're with me? So this is an interesting topic, isn't it? Right? So, but what I'm trying to say, Uti, you need to identify and realize, Uti, reputation yako is a child of your integrity and your character. Okay? Your reputation is a child, is it the right English? Yes. Let's put it like this. Your character and integrity gives birth to your reputation. Yeah. Character issues. Character issues. There's a problem in that character. There's a crack somewhere. So as you proceed, even in your relationship, how you treat each other, it's a matter of character and integrity. I do get fired up in my spirit, when there are issues arising, and my mother always taught us ukuthi umuntu mawumzisa ubuhlungu uyayoxolisa, and that takes a lot of character. But when since when into wrong, namanje uyahluleka ukuthi sorry. There are people who know ukuthi lo akana sorry lo. It's not in the sorry, akana character, akana integrity. You understand? It's a challenge. It's a challenge. You have work to do. You have work to do in your person. Your victory and your success, I always say, and your failure are all inside jobs. So as I lack character like this, what's the challenge? No, manyazi, ngazi mistake and manje bese ngicheta naye, akusi mistake, awuna character. You are in a relationship right now, but you're zapping. I saw this this conversation, this video my brother sent today. The lady talking about anatsapu. Okay. Okay, yeah. Na ga ke motsabi, ke tlile go mo araba character. Asina character so right? So you have to look at those things. Yeah, WhatsApp when nabantu ngamelanga WhatsApp nabo. Character issues, integrity. Kunabantu guys, kunabantu aba unfaithful kuma relationships, and you're not sleeping with anybody or joining with anybody, but you're just out of character. Oh, it was out of character. No, it's because of lack of character. Lack of integrity. Nice and soft. So you really need to be mindful of your behavior. Where does this behavior come from? Character issues. These people who use vulgar, every word, every second word when FFF, or fashion, character. Because more than character, we are wrong and we are kafula. I mean, the last time I used the F words and the S words was when I was not converted. I used to be a hip hop guy. I used to love hip hop. Every second word was F, 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 F. Today, now we are F's and J every day. For any character issue, lack of integrity. Weibon? So you have to be different. You are a Rise Again squad member. Be unique, be different. Oh, F, oh, F. What's wrong with you? Why so much profanity? Why so much profanity? Uthatha izinto ozibona le kude and ziyafitha kuwe. Character. Polish your character. Work on yourself. Clean up. The seasons are changing. You must change something in you as well. There are certain things about you that needs to be changed, because if you don't change, nothing will change. Everything is dependent on you. You are the raw material with which to build and transform. So Nje, I just want to urge you on that note. You see, like now, we are going into the silly season of festive and whatever. There's gonna be a lot of people out of character, are having fun. 2 days ungakhulumi nomyeni wakho endlini. Character. Hayi mara khoji yena ungena kuye wena unguye wena. Why don't you be yourself? Uma ngali couple bathi we 2 weeks asikhulumisani, broken characters. Broken, both of you. You need work, you need repairing. So today, I want to Nje yazi lolo mina I'm a straight talker lapho inhlamba ihamba phambili. You understand? Lutho. So uthi Red Girl live here today ngathi ingalalelwa yi-senior management yakho umsebenzini wakhe. But tell lane lack of character. Yes. Lack of character. And especially, when you are in a leadership position, integrity is very, very important. Integrity is very, very important. You cannot be a leader and lack integrity. You can't. You just cannot live that kind of life. So be true to yourself. Have a solid character. Work on it. And if you've been biasing all the time, out of character or lack of character, this is the time for you to start working on yourself. I want to encourage you to do the work of repairing. Repair your broken character. And it requires prayer too, because it's a spiritual thing. It requires prayer too. I like these people who come in and like, hello, and they scroll out. But guys, I really urge you, do the repairing. Start doing the repairing. Repair your character. Apologize where you have to apologize and start afresh and work on yourself, and don't be a people pleaser. Let girl squad yako, let guy code yako. You must check with what are the codes that you guys are on. What do you have in common? If this group you no longer want to be associated with the behavior that they are standing for, then you leave them. You don't hate them. You just say awukho ukhona, kodwa awusekho for bona. Easy. Because this is your life at the end of the day. Awuphileli bona. Oh, thank you so much for the roses. The ice cream is coming nice and cold. I love it. I'm telling you. Because you're going to mess up one day in the name of, we're having fun with the girls. You come back with the regret of your life. All right, guys. So that is the conversation for this day. Tomorrow it's Saturday. I'm going to be in Venda. We're going for a funeral. One of my friends also unfortunately lost his mother. So this evening we are traveling to Venda to go and support him and his family there. So I'm going to see how we can, yes, saving it. I'll see if in the morning, but I don't think I'm going to be live in the morning tomorrow on a Saturday. But definitely we will have a proper catch up in the evening, but I will announce, I'll post a message, to announce there what our time will be, but we will never have a day without a live in these 90 days that we are, are in, unless if there's unforeseen circumstances, uncontrollables. So yeah, we definitely are going to do that. But ngiyabonga kakhulu. This is your day. Siyabonga for the safe travel messages. Siyabonga kakhulu. May the Lord be with us. So besikhatheleni. Yo, even it's about 5, almost 6 hours, but it's worth it. You need to support people who are important to you and people who are needing to be supported in their difficult time, like we were also supported, right? So ndio amba chivenda this weekend. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, guys. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. So yeah, so thank you so much for today. I just wish you all the best. Have a great weekend. Take care of your character, and your reputation will take care of itself, is our message today. And don't forget to purchase your ticket for our year-end function. Ningalovi, guys. Ningabi absent. Ibane character, please. Right? So purchase your tickets and make sure that you are present on the day. Yesterday, I'll tell you tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope that you learned something. I hope that this conversation has shifted some things to cause a change in your heart and your mind, and that you will become a better and better person as you take care of your character, right? When you take care of your character, your reputation will take care of itself. My time is up, and I want to thank you for yours. I thank you for your roses, for your love, and everything that you are doing for me. All right? So, salangal, bye-bye. Let's see. There we go.